Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of This Is How I Snipe. Now I wanted to do a special episode, but everyone has been having a really hard time to connect to servers, so I couldn't really do a special funny cinematic where I bring the sniper expert back, but hopefully by the 21st episode I can do that. Now regarding the map, I'm going to be playing Tehran Highway, Conquest Large. I'm going to be playing as an aggressive / cautious sniper. Now the loadout I'm using here, I actually used, the M9. I use this one. So I know that lots of you have been asking me to use different loadouts, not the same weapons over and over again, even though the weapons I generally use are the best weapons in the game for that specific situation, and since this is a tutorial for you to get the most out of it, that's why I use those weapons. But since I listen to my subscribers a lot, I decided to change things a bit and give a second go to the JNG-90 and the M9 pistol instead of the Rex or Magnum. Okay, so everything else you should keep the same: squad covers, spawn, radio beacon, MAV. But you know, the best weapon for this situation would obviously be a faster shooting weapon such as the M40A5. You know, 4x scope, because this is an intermediate map. You're not going to be fighting enemies in your face nor from long ranges, so 4x scopes is really good. Straight pull bolt for, you know, that faster rate of fire, and laser sight for those no scopes. Now I used exactly the same attachments, but just a different weapon, and I kind of liked it more this time. Now regarding the M9, it's a different weapon. It's nowhere near as good as the Rex or Magnum, because these weapons are one-shot kills to the head, and this one isn't, and the rate of fire is not that good compared to the Rex, for example. But anyway, I wanted to change things a bit. Now let's go over to the tactic. So I started off on the US side, and my team was really bottleneck here at Alpha. The enemy team held Charlie, Delta, and Bravo. At the beginning, I try and support my team as much as possible at Alpha. I even get some kills, eventually go on Bravo and capture Bravo. But unfortunately, our team got to a point where we were so focused on Alpha that no one gave any fucks for the other flags, and that eventually choked us on Alpha. We lost all the other flags, and we got, you know, completely blocked here by the enemy. They had snipers on Delta and Charlie. They had a tank on the highway here. They had another tank harassing Alpha. They had another tank in this road leading to Bravo. I mean, it was really hard for us to do anything. Even so, I tried to sneak around a couple of times through this side and harass their vehicles. Tried to sneak around this side as well, but I mean, I placed spawn beacons on really good locations. But when your team has no fucks to give, there's not much you can do, right? So let's skip to the gameplay. I still think it holds some value. So I spawn on I'm on the US side, and I spawn on Charlie flag right here. At this point in time, we held two flags. We held both Charlie and Delta, which is good. I mean, if you're trying to create a diversion, it's good to have the flags closest to the enemy end cap. But our end cap is right here. Okay, this is where we spawn. So it's a really bad idea to let the enemy have the flag closest to our spawn. Eventually, my team held Charlie and Bravo, which is not bad. But you know, the perfect thing would be to have Alpha and Charlie, or even Alpha and Bravo, because you can actually defend from above. You know, you're in a higher position, so you can defend this easier than if you're, you know, just with a highway tearing two flags apart. You know, it's really hard to give backup from Alpha to Charlie and vice versa, because you're really exposed when you're going from one flag to the other, and not so much if you held Alpha and Bravo. But anyway, what's happening here is I'm desperately trying to keep Bravo and also support my team at Alpha, because I don't really care about the Bravo flag at the Charlie flag at this point in time. I want to keep Bravo, but I want to get Alpha to my team. So eventually we were so focused on doing that we got Alpha alright, but we lost the other flag. So the enemy has 3 flags, and they have the ticket bleed in their advantage. So I'm desperately trying to get back at Bravo and at least capture these 2 to stop the ticket bleed, and then from that point forth, just, you know, hope that my team grows some balls and stops camping and starts actually shooting to the enemy where they are. But anyway, what happened here is my teammates were so focused on you know, defending Alpha that they completely forgot that they need to attack other flags, or else they just gonna stay in the stalemate where nothing good will come from it. They will keep defending Alpha, and because they only focus on alpha, every enemy from every single flag are completely free to focus on only one place. So they don't have to divert their attention elsewhere. They focus only on one flag, and that's really bad for us. And because of that, I tried to sneak around back, and I picked up the Jeep, and I'm trying to go on this highway here, but unfortunately I take an RPG to my ass, and I had to bail over near this house here. I immediately placed the MAV to detect enemy movement in case they were coming after me, but I realized that no, the engineer wanted my Jeep, so instead of my Jeep, he got a bullet to his face. Regardless, I tried to sneak past enemy lines and get closer to their spawn, and realized that there was a Jeep and a tank rolling out of their base. So I used a tow launcher to take down the tank, because even though I'm a sniper, it doesn't mean that I can't use the resources that are available to disrupt the enemy defenses or attack forces. In this case, they were the attack forces. So I destroyed one tank at Bravo, I killed one sniper at Delta, and then I went back, destroyed another tank in the same location here, more or less, and I got killed by the sniper, which destroyed my spawn beacon. At this point in time, we held no flags. My team again was so focused on alpha that they eventually got overrun. I mean, it's obvious that it's gonna happen. So we got overrun, and I desperately wanted to help my teammates clear alpha. I had two chances here. I would either sneak past enemy lines, or I would just help my teammates get at least one flag. And I'm pretty sure that if I would have sneaked, someone would have noticed and killed me. So I thought, well, I might as well just help my teammates and recapture alpha. We managed to do so. We eventually captured alpha, and I tried to sneak the other way around and go to Charlie here. And my point here is, at this point, I'm just trying to clear alpha still. But my goal was to help my team here at alpha, and then use the flanks and take the enemy by surprise. So I tried Bravo, it failed, so it's time for me to try a different thing, you know. Definition of insanity: don't do the same shit over and over again. If it doesn't work, move on. Try a different thing. At this point in time, I'm just trying to get to Charlie and hoping that my teammates realize that there's a spawn beacon right here that can actually give our team a huge advantage. Regardless, I am using the MAV to check out the enemy forces in this flag and understand why I can't cap it. So I know their location right now, and I'm taking them down one by one. I take that guy there, and then I spot another one. I take him down as well. And at this point in time, I know that I cannot capture this flag by myself, because I'm constantly getting enemies from pretty much everywhere. And I'm just hoping that someone realizes that there's a spawn beacon there. Use it. Spawn on that spawn beacon and help your team capture another flag. But it's just worthless at this point in time. I was just, playing for the sake of it, trying to make a slight difference, but I knew that, I just couldn't do anything. Bottom line is, when you're playing with a bunch of retards, there's not much you can do. They keep on doing the same thing over and over again. It doesn't work. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna keep doing it. And eventually we lost because of it. So lesson number one: always work the flanks if you are out of options. If you only have one flag, don't just focus on the same flag. Try and sneak. You have a spawn beacon for some reason, and even when you're not playing as a recon, pay attention to that and help your team. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.